The first day of the U.S. Open is a study in optimism. Former champions, for at least one match, on equal footing with last-minute qualifiers. Here are your Day 1 highlights. Czech upstart Teresa Martincova gave her countrywoman and former world #1 Karolina Pliskova all she could handle in the first match on Armstrong Stadium of the tournament. 138th ranked Martincova qualified for the tournament by winning 3 matches last week, then came within 2 points of taking the first set.
First set point for Pliskova. She hits it on the second serve here. Able to bash her way to taking this first set. Couple of big forehands in the tiebreak, finishing it off.
In the second set, Pliskova failed to capitalize on a 3-0 run.
Winner on the move from Martincova.
Well, that's the one she loves, is that forehand down the line. I was a little bit surprised here because I felt like Pliskova was there, but I think the fact that Martincova just got enough depth on it.
This hands the opportunity for Pliskova to finish off this match. What a struggle it's been. Finish off what would be her 300th main draw win in her WTA career. She gets it done. In the end, Karolina Pliskova survives what was a rocky afternoon here in this opening round matchup. And a very strong showing from Teresa Martincova. But it's Pliskova 7-6, 7-6. First round action here at the Open.
Second seed Ash Barty dropped her first set against Kazakhstan's Serena.
It's over the baseline. So Serena Diaz of Kazakhstan takes the opening set against Ash Barty, the #2 seed.
So what happens with Barty right now is if she's missing a lot of first serves, she's having to, other parts of her game are feeling the pressure, and that's where we see some of the unforced errors coming from the backhand wing.
No doubt she's playing better now, though, isn't she? All right, Ash Barty takes care of her serve. She looks like she's growing in confidence, up 4-3. Boy, what a way to finish off the set. So a nice bounce back by Ash Barty, the world #2. She takes the second set 6-3. Now there's the break. So the fourth time is the charm on the break point for Barty. 2-1, she leads in the third. Yeah, that's 4-2. Suddenly the serve is starting to work. We hadn't seen much of that.
Yeah, she's only lost 1 point behind the first serve in this third set.
Game Barty.
Yeah, another break of serve, and Ash Barty puts herself in a nice position now. 5-2 up here in the third. So Ash on Ash turns out to be pretty good for Ash Barty. From a set down, she takes it in 3.
The French Open champion came on only late in the second set, finishing off by winning 9 of her last 11 games. She'll face American Lauren Davis in the second round. Last time those two met was in 2014. Barty won in 3 sets. Angelique Kerber narrowly lost the first set in her opening match against France's Kristina Mladenovic, but answered the second set without losing a game. The momentum wouldn't hold.
Second match point. That's a heck of a win for Kiki Mladenovic.
7-5, love 6, 6-4.
Battling back from an injury. And some high-quality tennis from the former U.S. Open quarterfinalist.
Kerber outlasted them all in 2016, but couldn't survive the first round this year. Heavy favorite and defending champ Novak Djokovic beat Spain's Roberto Carbella Baena in straight sets.
Yeah, that's an impressive finish.
Djokovic. 3 sets to love. 6-4, 6-1,
moments at the
6-4.
start. Djokovic settled in pretty comfortably. 3 straight sets, and he's into the second round.
Now Djokovic happy now that the match is over.
American Sam Querrey lost in a grueling 4-set match against Juan Ignacio Londero.
A scintillating debut for Juan Ignacio Londero here at the U.S. Open. He's knocked out Sam Querrey in 4 sets.
The Argentinian is next to face Djokovic in the second round.
Venus Williams.
The 2000 and 2001 champ Venus Williams was dominant in her midday match against Zheng Sai, losing only 1 game.
Very easy start from the former world #1. First game.
Just covers the net so well. 6'1". Well, perhaps a little taller, but look at the wingspan here. So comfortable just moving forwards. He's been a great doubles player as well with her sister Serena. Nice little wry smile there. Do not want to get tight against Venus Williams. Not early on like this.
From being a setup here in the Flushing Meadows, extraordinary. And a couple of early break points here. She's got it! That's why they come out to watch Venus Williams. And the two-time former champion now a set and a break.
Well, the touch just wasn't
First
quite
game,
good
second
enough from
set.
Sai Zhang. But look at the perception here of reading the court, her movement, split step, just knows where that ball is going.
Well, Jung has started this match so passive, just allowed Venus to come onto her. Now she's starting to react. You feel it's oh so late in the day. The 62 minutes
Game,
on the clock.
Williams.
And the two-time former champion just a game away from a place in the second round.
Miss Zhang is challenged the call on the right serve. The ball's called in.
Last throw of the dice.
Why not use her very last challenge? I think she knows the answer.
And Williams closes out in style. And Venus sparkling on the Armstrong.
6-1, 6-11.
Just 66 minutes required to open her account in her 21st US Open. A devastating performance.
You know, you've been out here a long time. Is it the fans that keep bringing you back, or is it the competition that keeps bringing you back?
As Billie Jean King says, I love this game. I love my job. I get to work outside. My whole job is to stay fit and get a six-pack. Like, you can't really, you don't get better than that. So I love what I do, and I'll do it as long as I can. And when I can't, I'll be watching with y'all.
Also dominant in the first round, 5th seed Alina Svitolina is next to face Williams. Many more highlights, including the blockbuster opening round draw, Serena Williams against Maria Sharapova, when our show returns. .11 Riley Opelka made his U.S. Open debut against 11th seed Fabio Fognini. Opelka has rocketed up the rankings from 102nd to 42nd this year.
Riley Opelka, welcome to New York. The crowd on court 17 behind the American, who wins the first set, 6-3.
Look at the soft hands from Opelka. That is just such a good play. Pulls Fognini wide, softens up the hands, opens up the racket face on this backhand volley. Good split step. Perfect touch.
This first round match, great theater here at the U.S. Open. Oh, and Fognini frustrated.
13. Game and second set.
The hard-serving 21-year-old took the first 2 sets from his Italian counterpart, but Fognini responded in the third, wrestling a set away 7-6.
And Opelka puts together a good point there. Fourth set, Riley Opelka, the American, here on court 17, packed in his U.S. Open debut. Opelka up the break now in the fourth.
The emerging American closed it out in the fourth.
And Opelka finishes it up. They welcome him to the Big Apple. The American wins his first U.S. Open match, taking out Fabio Fognini in 4 sets.
When Czech veteran Thomas Berdych first stepped onto a court at the U.S. Open, he was 17 years old, a lucky loser making his Grand Slam debut. Battling injury for most of this year, Berdych today faced a teenage qualifier in American Jensen Brooksby. Double faulting in the opening game, Berdych started out down love 4. After the match, Brooksby said he'd be reconsidering his plans to attend Baylor University this fall.
It's forever, you know. Remember the legend and know that he never surrendered, because this is forever. No surrender, it's forever, you know. Yeah, this right here forever.
I couldn't believe it. Of course, I knew it was possible because Maria is unseeded at the moment, so you know that you can fall into any section of the draw or even play a top player in the beginning. But that rivalry has been quite something, you know, and I think Maria hasn't beaten Serena in a long, long time, and it's been a fierce rivalry, so I think it's great for tennis, and I will watch it because I will actually be playing after them. So I'll be warming up, watching it, and rubbing my hands, thinking this is a cool thing for tennis.
As evening fell in Flushing Meadows, the attention of all focused on the sports elite. Serena Williams and Maria Sharapova hadn't met in Flushing before tonight. Sharapova hadn't beaten Williams in 15 years, and tonight would be no different. For every effort Sharapova put up against the superstar, Williams had an aggressive answer.
Game Williams.
A shot like that, and Sharapova just can't miss, and she's missed a few too many of those, you know, trying to put Serena in trouble. The causes the error.
She's had to go for broke tonight. Serena looks so comfortable. 3 set points. Only one required, and Williams races through the open. This battle royale. 6 games to 1. She takes the first set in just 24 minutes.
And there were some shots that Serena got to. Didn't just get back when she was on the defense, but went from defense to offense. Created, made things happen time and time again. Looked fantastic.
Game 7 match Williams. 2 sets to love. 6-1, 6-1.
But Serena going through the gears very nicely. A 20th win over Maria Sharapova. Enormous mutual respect between these two women who have been battling it out for almost a couple of decades now. But the woman who was champion here as a 17-year-old, still going 20 years later in her 19th appearance here in New York.
She converts the first. She'll be pleased to get that first set under her belt. Not the easiest set by any stretch of the imagination. Be a few too many unforced errors. But she's got it done. 7 games to 5. What a way to finish it. And it's job done for Madison Keys. A tricky first set, but she really turned on the style against an opponent who had beaten her on 2 previous occasions. But it's Keys who goes through. 5 and love.
Well, she really separated herself from her opponent in that second set and really showed the type of tennis that she's capable of playing. Nice movement, a little bit more discipline from the ground strokes, but still plenty of power. So a nice straight set victory in the first round for Madison Keys.
The 5-time champion Roger Federer opened his U.S. Open bid against the qualifier to end the night in Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Head.
Well, that's great defensive skills from the goal. The first bit of emotion that we've seen emanate from the Indian. This has been a good mental effort after being down left 30.
He has reached set point. And he's taken it. The man who came through the qualifying year in good fashion. 6-4. Has taken the opening set. We've had a couple of very long games towards the sharp end of this second set. But Federer for a 7th time with a chance to shut the gates. And he does just that. The 5-time former champion Roger Federer bounces back nicely. It's still a little scrappy. The Swiss is level at a set apiece.
This is a slick trick with his stick. It's not the first time we've seen that from Federer.
Well, he certainly had some difficulties in the opening half an hour or so. But he's getting up nicely with Federer, and he's going along well. Nice match of the day here on Ashe, and Federer has reached match point. Well, he hasn't won here for 11 years.
3 sets to 1.
But Roger Federer's campaign to win the US Open for a 6th time is up and running. And it wasn't without its bumps. The Indian qualifier Sumit Nagal produced some good tennis throughout. But ultimately the Swiss moves through in 4 close sets.
That's all from Flushing Meadows for tonight. More round 1 action tomorrow.